The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
In motion left goes Boyd. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Smith will come in motion right. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, Brissett. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. There he goes right side. will score a pick six for the Texans TV. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Smith, the man in motion left. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Brissett to throw on first. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, shouldn't we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Here's Brissett. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Brissett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Texans had 7 and 4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind and the best way.
Oh, look at that hurdle, and now some room to run. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Looking here for Smith downfield. They've got his man complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Chubb running right. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 72 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And some space here. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mills.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brissett now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
That one caught downfield by Howard.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
First down, Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
In motion right is Smith. On 2nd and 10, Brissett. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Brissett. Airing one out for Boyd. And now here's another interception. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another 1st down. Play action now. Mills.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's always been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's returnable now for Smith.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
On the move to his left. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Looking to throw is Mills. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. On the move past the 40.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Here's Brissett.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, kill.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Kill.
And now movement again, and they'll march even. Backward. Following the penalty, Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's
coverage, you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check. Go.
To throw, Brissett.
Quick slant completes into Njoku.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they're down huge in this game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Mills now. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pierce now up the middle.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
160 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory.
Charles,